Okay, so we're now live recording. Let me just put it onto Facebook. Why is it being long on Facebook? Come on, mate. Come on.
Live on JBL.
Oh, there we go. The game.
I think you need to disconnect, bro.
Websites for crypto research. All right, cool. I know what fundamental I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you one of the hardest fundamentals going. The one that the real bosses use. So we should be. Does it say live on Facebook now?
Oh, we live on Facebook too?
We are officially live on Facebook. Okay, cool. So I'm ready to get this rocking and rolling. So thank you very much for tuning in to this week's episode of The Game. I am your host, Michael Harding, and my co-host, Mr. Fadlan Effendi, aka Ninja T0161 in the place. We've got people from around the UK tuning in today. We've actually got people from around the world technically tuning in today. Shout out to my gang from Korea. What up, what up? We see you. We appreciate you. We're about to drop these nuggets, these gems that are applicable globally. Globally. Fundamental knowledge, and knowledge is applicable value globally. Like the game that we're about to learn is value globally. Like, yes, gold has value globally. Yes, Bitcoin has value globally, but your knowledge is probably the most important asset that you can exchange globally. So before you start investing into anything, invest into this. This is the highest appreciating asset on the freaking planet. Like this thing can increase by 10x in a week, in a day. So yo, load up, load up, load up, load up.
Wait. Are you ready for a live testimonial, okay? Yo, Woo, okay, how much have you ever invested in crypto and when?
£1,000.
And when was that?
January.
And if you were to sell all your crypto assets, what would be the GBP value?
Okay.
1K to 4K in assets, 3 months, baby. I put my guy on.
Jeez, jeez. 4x. I actually did something the other day, so I haven't done in a very long time, which was I marked in my last entry point into the market on most of my cryptos, which is something that I have not done in a very long time because I don't like doing it. I don't like going, oh yeah, this is where I got in, and knowing the exact point that I got in. A lot of people do. I think
I love it.
I personally don't like doing it because it makes me, it inflates my own ego, which I think when it comes to this game, your ego needs to be destroyed, because the quicker your ego inflates in this space, the quicker you will get punched in the face. That's what I've learned. I've learned that the hard way. And I'm just putting that out to you, anyone that's new to this game. Trust me, the moment you start thinking you know Wagwan, you are going to get punched in the face and then probably stomped on whilst you're on the ground. You know what it's like? The market is like, you know, when people used to get rushed in school, and like you start thinking to yourself, oh, this one's going a little bit too far. I think we've kind of like beat this guy up a little bit too much. That is the market. It doesn't care. It won't kill you, but it will make you feel like you've been murdered. It'll make you feel pretty beat up. And touching on that, I want to just go to something that's I posted on my Facebook the other day, just to kind of like start off with a bit of mindset. And it's something that there's two things that you need to be aware of as an investor. One is called cognitive bias. I want you to write that down, cognitive bias. And Charlie Munger, who's one of the greatest investors of all times, best friend of Warren Buffett, always talks about cognitive bias and how dangerous it is. Cognitive bias is basically where your brain only looks for the information that it wants to see. So it's just basically self-confirmation of going, oh yeah, I believe that this is going to go up. And then your brain will literally only look for information that confirms what you want to believe. Now, the reason this is even more dangerous, and it has to be highlighted now for our generation, is because the algorithms and Facebook have been programmed to literally show us what we're typing and what we want to see. So if you don't purposely look for reasons why something that you're invested in is actually might be crap, then you will never know, because the internet isn't designed to do that. It's literally designed to go, oh, this person is interested in Dogecoin. Let's show them 1,000,001 reasons why it's a good thing. And it won't show you any reasons why it's bad unless you actively go out of your way to find the counter to your belief. Now, all investors, especially in the big corporations, the whales, they will not invest in something just because it's got pros. You need to know the pros and the cons. If you're investing in something, you're getting into a relationship with something. So it's like a girlfriend, it's like a partner, like a boyfriend. You have to know what the pros and the cons are of this thing if you're going to be in bed with it for the next 5, 10, 20, 30, the rest of your life. If you don't, and you don't like smelly feet, but they got smelly feet, it's a bit of a problem. So we'll relate that in a financial term. If you're investing in something and you're someone that's big on the environment, and then you find out that your company is one of the biggest polluters on the planet, or is doing something bare shady in like a country that you don't believe what they're doing is correct. So I'll give an example. A lot of my friends are Muslim, and because of that, certain companies they can't invest in because of the haram principles of the stuff that they do in terms of interest, and so on and so forth. So you have to always consciously go out of your way to find out what are the negatives to the thing that I'm investing in, because the internet isn't going to show you otherwise. So that's cognitive bias. Now, the next thing that I wanted to touch on is none other than, let me just see if I can get it on my profile. So it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Now, the Dunning-Kruger effect is basically the steps to mastery. So to master anything, you have to unfortunately go through the Dunning-Kruger effect. So it's basically, like I said, it's where you're going to get slapped in the face by reality. So let me just show you a quick share screen of this and the psychology behind it. So this is literally everybody's investor's journey. It's the journey that I've been on, that I'm sure most of you will go through. And it'd be really good for you to kind of identify where you are, and then identify where you're probably going to end up next, and then where kind of your journey. So you will always start off here. You don't know what you don't know until you know. Then all of a sudden, you'll think that you know what going on. You'll think that you understand how the markets work. You understand how investing works. Then you'll get hit by your first ever first ever bear market, which is where the markets are going down. Now, when that happens, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna be like, oh, I don't actually always win. Oh man. Then what will happen is you'll then invest thinking that maybe that the markets might go back up. And what will happen is your portfolio will dip either 50% or 90%, and you will be like, oh my God, I've just lost all this money. Oh my God. And this is when you're in the valley of despair. Now, what's crazy is when you are in this valley of despair, the most important thing for you to do is to communicate with other people. And there'll be people that are slightly more experienced, that have been through it, that'll be able to tell you, yeah, it's not really that big of a deal, to be honest with you. It kind of happens all the time. And once you've kind of been through the markets after 2, 3, 4 years, you'll start noticing patterns that the markets literally have seasons. Like they literally, just like, sometimes it's going to rain in winter. And sometimes, I don't know, for those of us that are in England, have any of you noticed that sometimes it likes to snow in April? Yeah. Now,
The weather's just off its head, yeah.
yeah, exactly. But we know in the UK that we have a thing called April showers. Whereas if you was from outside the UK, you wouldn't know that. The only reason you know that is because you're used to the market, you're used to the weather in the storm. And that then starts making you go, look, trust me, the weather here is complicated, just like the weather of the markets is complicated. And that's just simply because you've now got more knowledge. So talking about market pullbacks, let's go and look at something that we've been looking at. Both me, Brad, and Ninja were looking at the other day. This is a perfect example. So this is the Bitcoin futures market and the kind of direction of what it's done just literally since December. So we can see here the massive pullbacks that it's done, a 30% pullback in January, a 25% pullback in February, March, another pullback of 17%, another pullback of 27%. Now, if you were new and you just invested here, you would have been like, yeah, this is great, everything's fantastic. Then what would have happened is it would have dipped. And typically, this is where you would have got caught, what is called a bull trap. So what happens here is people invest thinking that the price is going to go back up, and it does, and then they get in the face and it goes lower than it ever did before. So when that happens, as a newbie, you have to be aware that that is normal. It's completely normal. If you've done the correct fundamental research and you've invested into an actual asset, something with a use case and intrinsic value, the price will go back up and you'll probably end up with at least 100% return. But after it does that, what's going to happen? The exact same thing. But now, because it's now your second rodeo, guess what? You're not really that bothered. Although there will be another bull trap where the price goes up and you'll be like, oh, I'm going to get in. But look what happens. A couple of days later, it dips again, then goes up. So always expect that if there's a dip, it's not going to be one dip. It's going to be at least a double dip. The market likes to double dip. So be prepared. If you see a dip, expect a double dip. So that's the first major game there. Now, what we've drawn out here is something called the Elliott wave. Now, the Elliott wave, I've done a session on it before in terms of the kind of movement that it does. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern where the market moves up, and then an ABC correction. So an ABC correction is where the market pulls back to reset towards the actual value of an asset. So sometimes things become overinflated and the value, the price doesn't match the actual value. So we can see here on Bitcoin that we've kind of mapped out that we're expecting Bitcoin to maybe drop down to around 40,000. So you've heard it here first. If Bitcoin drops to 40,000, it doesn't mean it's the end of Bitcoin. It just means that it's just got to the end of that cycle of just, that's the actual value of Bitcoin. Cool. So I hope that's made some kind of sense to me.
Yo, Mr. Harden.
Yeah.
Is my microphone working? Okay, amazing. It wasn't working for time. Just a quick one. When do you think, random price prediction, Bitcoin will get to $100,000? So 80K.
Without looking at a chart, off the top of my dome, based on current institutions, I'm going to say 75 by June, sometime in June, and 100K by sometime in August.
100,000 sterling by August?
Yep.
Damn, son, that's a big prediction. Okay, I'll take it.
August latest will be October, just before Christmas.
I'm way more conservative. I tell people Bitcoin to 120K by like Christmas time.
The big
okay, Mr. Harding said it.
Big money's in it. The reason why I say that is just because of the institutional adoption. Like there is too many people have just seen that Tesla made 100 million from holding Bitcoin for what? How long did they hold it for? 3 months? 4 months?
Yo, can I just drop some quick game, right?
Go on.
Yo, Mr. Harding, where it says facebook.com, could you just remove that and type in 0.001? I'm sorry to interrupt the class, but this is game right now, okay? 0.001, right? Let me tell you all why this is a magic number. So I like to accumulate 0.001 or 0.002 Bitcoin every single week, because whatever the price of Bitcoin is, that is 1,000th. Do you get it? So I know everyone here can get at least one of those every month and then end the year with 1% Bitcoin. And if you got faith, Bitcoin's going to go to 1 million, which I do by 2027, you basically stacked yourself 10K this year for your future. If you can hold that long, there ain't no Doge, but
Jeez,
it's security. Do you know what I mean? It's digital gold right there. You need to stack some. 0.001. Stack your Bitcoin. In my opinion, this is not financial advice, in intervals of 0.001 Bitcoin.
You know what I just noticed that happened there? Someone's going to have to check this on the playback, but I'm sure I didn't type in BTC. I'm sure I just typed in 0.001 and then Google just put the BTC in automatically.
Yep.
It did, didn't it?
That's how much is trending.
That's so funny. Also, I forgot to do the disclaimers. So me and Fadlan are not financial advisors. We do not intend to be perceived as financial advisors. Anything you may see or hear on our show is please do not make any investments based on any information that you may hear or see on our show. All investments come with risk. If you are unable to mitigate the risk, please contact a financial advisor, or either contact me or Fadlan, and we can point you in the direction of one that we're working with. All investments come with risk, and ultimately, please do your own research. There we go, disclaimer done. Okay, cool. So where was we? Let me just have a quick look in the chat. We was talking about, I was doing a little bit of fundies with years, dollar cost averaging and accumulating. Yeah. So,
do you know what I've noticed? Me and you, Mr. Harding, you like fundies and I like practice. You're the fundamentals and I feel like I'm more practical. I'm like, yeah, okay, download this app, put this amount. You're like, and the fundamentals is and the technical analysis and the quadruple witches. This is where we're going.
It's all essential. It has to go together. Like, again, like that's so essential because I can give you all this information and all this game, but if you're not investing, there's no point. It completely defeats the object. It's like Fadlan can tell you all the apps to download, but if you never take profit, it defeats the whole object. Like, what's the point? What's the point in just having numbers on the screen? Like, ooh, and at the moment we're getting a lot of it. We're getting a lot of people that are like, I invested into Doge, I invested into Shiba, and invested into SafeMoon, and now I've got 500K because I invested 1K. Yeah. But then they never take profit, and then the price dips.
Hi, look at just entered the room. I like guys.
Gang.
Oh, this is the guy he designed Blockchain Sensei logo.
Yo, shout out. Yo, plug his Instagram. What's his Insta?
It's Kide Contrast. So it's Kide Contrast. So basically, Kide right now is doing free one-on-one Zoom call designs where he will literally live design you any logo, anything, Zoom, live on what Photoshop. He'll do that for free and you can keep the design at the end. He designed Blockchain Sensei logo. My man's doing things right now. And let me tell you guys, I taught at least 40 free one-on-one crypto sessions before ever getting paid. If you want a business model to steal, it's do a lot of free sessions, and if you're good, people will pay you. Amen. Back to Mr. Harding.
So talking of that, let's do a shameless plug out here on the YouTube. Please like and subscribe. Please follow us on Instagram here at Blockchain Sensei. What?
No, that's the wrong URL. We've changed it. It's blockchain.sensei. Just instagram.com/.blockchain.sensei. Yeah, hit us up, give us a just click on mine and then it's in the bio. Literally, this room should have hundreds of people in. Like this is the latest. You shouldn't be anywhere besides this call. Monday 8 p.m. to 9:30. Let's get everyone in.
So this is the logo that was kindly created for us. As you can see, it's pretty dope. You see how we got the little Bitcoin logo in there, the little Litecoin logo in there, little Ethereum logo in there. We out here. Okay, cool. So I was talking about intrinsic value. So again, I'm going to touch on intrinsic value. So what is intrinsic value? Intrinsic value is the value something has inside of it. So the internal value. So this is why I was talking about knowledge first, because knowledge is the first and primary intrinsic value that any of us can potentially have. If you add value to yourself, you now have intrinsic value. People often say that gold has intrinsic value. Companies and corporations have intrinsic value because of the assets that they actually own. If a company actually owns assets and has inventory and stock, it has intrinsic value. Ethereum has intrinsic value because people build websites, apps, and other tokens on their network. Now, Doge doesn't have any intrinsic value. Why? Because there is nothing that it does or nothing that anyone is doing with it. So that's where it doesn't have any intrinsic value. So to protect yourself, always ask yourself, what intrinsic value does this thing that I'm about to invest in? Think of it this way. If you're going to invest into, and when we're investing, you have to remember, the point is that at some point, you're going to want to sell some of it or all of it. Now, let's use a hypothetical example. If I say to you, do you want to buy this bag off me? It has nothing inside of it. One day you can sell it for money. Does that sound like it makes sense? No. Whereas if I give you this bag, even though you don't know what's inside of it and you don't understand what it actually is, if it's got weight to it and you can hear and feel that there's something inside of it, which one's better to take off me? The one with something inside it that might actually be worth something and you don't know what it is, you don't understand it, or the one that's an empty bag? And that is a perfect example and breakdown of intrinsic value versus non-intrinsic value. And unfortunately, in this crypto space, and especially in the stock market as well, there's a lot of people buying into things that are an empty bag. They don't have anything inside them. They don't do anything. It's just a name that everyone's saying, this is worth loads of money. But then when you come to hold the bag, guess what happens? It's empty. It's gone. There's no money. So make sure that you're looking for intrinsic value. Okay, cool. So let's go on to this week's earnings. What companies we've got showing earnings this week? It's a show out. It's a show out.
Yo, sorry, Mr. Harding, could you let Wu in, please, on his laptop? Yes, bro.
Participants. There we go. Is he in? In. Okay, cool. Let me just see the chat. Oh, it's just let him in. Okay, cool. So we were on intrinsic value, and now I'm going to this week's earnings. So who have we got this week? We have got some bad boys doing earnings this week. So last week's call, we went over how to read an earnings report. We looked at Tesla's earnings report, and we looked at why it's so important. And we saw that Tesla's net income was up by like 2,000%. And we saw that once again, if you didn't know, Tesla is not a car company, and it's actually an energy and robot taxi company. If you looked at the earnings report like we did last week, you will see that it clearly states that Tesla is actually an energy company and robot taxi company, and they're making massive increases in their solar department. So what companies we've got doing earnings? We've got Marriott. So the hotel games, for those people that are invested in those. Workhorse, which are meant to have the contract for the electric vehicles for airports. That's one to look out for. Roblox, Novavax, obviously they're one of the biggest suppliers for the vaccine, and they did amazing last year. So watch out for them. For the traders, that might be a little nice cheeky trade on that on earnings.
Can I just say something? Reinvest in. Don't invest something that goes against your morals. So I have nothing against people who invest in Novavax. I don't judge you, but because I don't support that, that's why I didn't invest. But I didn't actually know about that stock.
Well, fair plays. I'm the exact same with Palantir, to be fair. So Palantir, people love it. It's a great company, great tech. It's run by Peter Thiel, one of the original members of the PayPal mafia with Elon Musk and Sergey Brin, the guy that created Google. But they're actually like government research, like using AI, and I'm not really down for that. So yeah. Then we've got Bentley. Then we've got, who else? We've got Jumia. Boom. That's my African Amazon. Expecting big earnings from them. Then Schrodinger, one of the best in terms of big like tech pharma. We've got Lemonade as well. EA and Unity, that should be very interesting. Their earnings, especially after the Christmas period and everyone buying PS5s. Then we've got Wix and Wendy's. Wendy's will be an interesting one. Don't know how they'll play out. But the ones that are also quite interesting is Bumble. a lot of people I know invested in Bumble, but it'll be a great time to see if they actually did well, like how much money they're actually making. Be good there. Then the one that's going to really decide pretty much a lot to do with my portfolio is Airbnb and Coinbase are doing their earnings reports. Now, I'm expecting this earnings report from Coinbase to be absolutely ridiculous. And I think this is what's going to start the tech bull run for not just tech, but also for crypto. If the earnings reports for Coinbase are anything like they were last time, which we know that they are, because we know that there's more people on Coinbase and we know that the value of the cryptos have gone up, then this is going to be like the biggest green flag for crypto ever. Them, Airbnb, and Disney. So touching on that, let's just have a look at Coinbase's reports just before they went to IPO, just to give some context to it. Let me just go here to all media, and we'll see just the flow of institutional money that is flowing into the crypto space through Coinbase. And then we're going to look at it again in a little bit more detail just shortly. Just let me find it. Let me find it. Also, if you want access to this Facebook group, just simply type it in crypto/stocks/FX with Blockchain Sensei, and you'll be able to get added to this. We've got a couple of scammers running stuff in the Facebook page, so don't click or join like anyone advertising you a course if it's not from me or from Vadlan. Just a quick shout there.
You're the only people that should be selling in that group.
Yeah.
Nobody should be selling stuff.
There is the Coinbase image. Oh, I can't find it. Okay, maybe it's on. Okay, I can't find it. Right, I'll come back to it later. But in the meantime, we're talking about institutions investing into the crypto space and why I'm so certain that Bitcoin is gonna, after it dips to 40, I think it's definitely going up to 100K. So this can be one of the first websites that I'm going to give you to use to research, and that's TradingView. Like, if you are not looking at the chart, like with stocks, you don't really need to look at charts that much, but with crypto, you definitely need to look at charts and need to understand and learn how to read charts. And if you can't, book in a session with myself and Ninja and get it done ASAP, because it's essential. Otherwise, you're just literally, you're going to the casino.
Yo, can I just drop, right? Me and Mr. Harding are literally building £1 million business right now. Like, the idea that people are thinking about not booking us for like 50 an hour is actually wild. Like, you're like, anyone who's got the budget to do it, you should do it, because the price is going to go to 3-4 figures in less than a year.
You got to think of it this way when it comes to your crypto and stock in education. Like, that £50 that you're going to put into the market, what is your plan for taking it out? Like, if you haven't got a plan, then you're actually being played by the game, by the big institutions. And the reason I'm showing you this right now is to show you how much the big institutions are actually running this game in comparison to how much we think we're running the game. Now, in my sessions, I normally cover Vanguard and BlackRock and all these guys that have got like 9 trillion and making everybody think that Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos is the richest people in the world when they're not.
That's cap. That's cap. They're lying.
They're lying. They're fooling you. So this right here is the total market cap. So the total amount invested into the altcoin space, excluding Bitcoin. Now, I show this all the time because it's important to look at it every week, because when we break this down, you're going to be like, what the actual hell is going on? So let's go with my favorite point to look at was from here. So from the 1st of March up until the end of March, there was 490 billion added to altcoins. Now, you tell me, was that the ordinary people, the retail investors, or was that the whales? I don't know. But I definitely know that my friends do not, and the average everyday person doesn't have that money. Now, again, to show you how much it's manipulated by the whales, let's look at how much we've been taken out in just 1 week in February. So from the high to the low, that is 232 billion in 1 week, just before the 1st of March. And then most recently, this most recent dip here was 311 billion. Now, if 311 billion had disappeared from the markets in 1 week and it had all gone to retail, which is normal everyday people like me and you, do you think we might have noticed? I think we would have. I think we kind of would have seen a few people on like spending a bit of money on a few other things like cars, watches, Louis Vuitton bags and all of that. But we didn't. In that week, in April, I didn't hear about anyone getting rich. That was not on any social media, anybody getting rich. But 311 disappeared from crypto. So where did it go? So who's putting that money in? Who's taking that money out? It's them. It's the big players. So this is one of the reasons.
It's the whales, baby. It's the whales.
It's the whales. Now, this is the most important thing you've got to understand about this game. Is the more that gets added in and the more that the space of the market goes up, the more it's going to fall and the more it's going to hurt when it falls. So my price prediction has been and always has been is that the crypto altcoin space is going to get to 2.83, around 3 trillion before December. And I think it might even do it quicker than before December. I think it might do it by August. Just
wait, is that sterling or dollars?
Dollars.
Because right now, as it stands, the crypto space is $2.5 trillion.
Yep. Is that including Bitcoin though?
Yeah, that's the whole market. Check it. Go to coinmarketcap.com.
Yeah, so the whole market's with that, but this one is just altcoins alone.
Oh, the altcoin market, right?
Oh yeah. So because we're in alt season and we've seen literally in a week. So let's look at the week of the 3rd of May, right? So the 3rd of May, 306 billion was added, right? So if 306 billion can get added in a week, can another 700 billion, well, let's call it 1 trillion get added? Of course it can.
In like less than 40 days.
Easy, light work. So based on this means that by, I'm going to say around here, by July, mid-August latest, if we get a dip in it before that happens, we're going to get up to this mark. Now, when we get up to this mark, a lot of people would have made a lot of money, but not a lot of people would have taken profit or taken some money out of the market. Then what's going to happen is if we look at the average percentage dip that we get, 33%. That dip there, the next dip in a week was 32%. So let's say a 30% drop from here. What would that be? That would be just like I predicted, around 800 to 900 billion. So would that bring in regulation? Yes. Would the regulation bring in security so that bigger whales can put in bigger money and feel safe about it? Yes. So that's what we're waiting for. Okay, cool. So that's a little touch on looking at the markets like that. So that's website number 1 is TradingView. just so that you can look at the markets, look at decent buy points of where to get in on your cryptos. So again, here I marked off some of my entry points for my cryptos, just to kind of show you why it's important to be able to chart. So we'll look at my entry on Bitcoin. My last entry on Bitcoin was here. So you can see I bought the last dip here. That was the last time I bought into Bitcoin, not buying in anytime soon until this probably would have been a good zone here. But that's kind of gone now. Bitcoin's kind of overpriced a little bit. So that gets you a cheeky from here to there. 50% gain. Cool. Now, then we go to ETH. Don't know if I've got my last buy-in point on this. My last buying point on ETH was, by the way, this isn't my first buying point, and this isn't my only buying point. This is just my last one. So this here, 137%. And why am I showing this? It's because I've used the charts and the trend lines here. You can see these bounces to calculate when is a good time to enter and using the moving average. XRP, last buy-in point. I'll mark that one. No, that was 2019, I think, the last buy-in point on that. Cardano, you can see, bought the dip here. Nice little gain. That was another last buy-in point. So that was my one there. There's another one here. So hopefully this, like, using the charts to calculate your buy-in points is making sense why you would actually do that. And then probably one of the best buying points here is this one, Binance, just because you can see it's going along the trend line. So it's not that on the weekly, it's great and really clear, but if we go into the daily, it's even more clear. Look at that. Look how many times it touched the trend line. And then it dipped onto the trend line. Absolute buy signal. So then from there, buy in and get yourself a cheeky 127%, 1,277% gain. So an 11x to the date so far. Now, what do I then need to do? I need to calculate my possible exit point. So I can see, as you can see, I've marked off the points where I'm going to be selling some of my position. So I'm going to be selling some of my position here and a lot of my position here, because this is when the market is hyper overextended and I'm expecting a big crash. So on Binance, for those of you that want to know what that price is, that's 2,106 or around the $2,000 mark on Binance is a good time to remove maybe 60 to 80% of your position. Okay, cool. So that's that website. So next website for cryptocurrency research, believe it or not, is actually YouTube. The amount of game and knowledge you can get on YouTube is actually insane. Look how easy it is to find a crypto that you know nothing about and find something about it. In fact, we've actually even got a playlist that we've created for you, full of altcoins that have been researched. Let's go to, you want this playlist? In fact, I'll chuck it in the group now.
Yo, can I just interrupt? So I've decided that I'm going to do something fresh, and this is the first time everybody's hearing about it. And it's just going to be called content recs. So basically content recommendations. So I will be attending at least 90% of these calls. And if I don't, there's always a very good reason. As they are Mr. Harden's calls featuring myself. But at the end, I'm going to drop you guys content that I've watched, that I've learned for. So I'm literally going to plug you in with a source. But yeah, you go ahead.
Yo,
I've decided I'm going to do that every session.
Stick shout.
Zeg man, thank you.
So if you want to research a coin and you want to know more about it, the quickest, easiest way to find out if it has intrinsic value and a use case is to literally go onto YouTube, type in the name of the coin and type the word explained. And you can see in this playlist with 53 videos, it's covering over 20 different coins, explaining them really quickly in 4 minutes, in 59 seconds, in 6 minutes. Like, if people are willing to go out of their way to create whole videos for you, and sometimes whole YouTube channels, to explain everything that they've put hours of research into, to put it into a 2-minute video for you, and you haven't got the 2 minutes to research about it, or to just go on YouTube and type in, what is SEA coin? Explain, and watch it for 2 minutes, then do you deserve to really make any money? Really? Really? Now, in what I just said there is a massive plug. Please research what is SEA coin. I'm not going to say it again. Research what is SEA coin. SEA coin is probably one of the, we got some of the highest intrinsic value in the entire cryptocurrency space, apart from VeChain, BitTorrent, and Ethereum and Binance. Like, those are the highest intrinsic value tokens on the space, if you ask me. Maybe Decentraland, you could possibly argue. Cool. So that's that website. So next website, again, we're gonna go through all the obvious ones first, is Twitter.
Could you let my phone in? I'm gonna come in with my phone.
So why would I say Twitter? Oh yeah, Cardano as well, possibly. Once Cardano smart contracts are officially live and up and running and running smoothly, and there's a little bit more intrinsic value added to it, Cardano definitely. The reason I don't say Cardano yet is just because there's just not enough external tokens been launched on it just yet. So Twitter, why would I say that's an amazing place? Because you literally just put hashtag altcoins and you will find different people talking about different altcoins. It's a no-brainer. Sometimes the easiest things and the most simple things are the best things. So yeah, definitely use Twitter. Next website, if you don't know about it, please get to know about it. I don't know how you can even be in this space without using CoinMarketCap. I just can't even begin to comprehend how you would do anything in the crypto space or world, or call yourself a crypto investor and not be using CoinMarketCap. I don't even know if it's possible to take it seriously without using this website.
It is impossible.
Would you say it's even possible to take this space seriously without using
it? No way. Literally, let me say this to everybody in this room. If you were to use one website for the rest of your life, it would be this. Yeah, like there's no resource better. Literally, I don't understand why people listen to everywhere besides this. It's actually worrying. Like, this is just the stats. This is the stats, the facts, no cap. Okay, they cap a little bit when it comes to low market altcoins, because those coins like to pay CoinMarketCap to shift the positions and say that it's coin number 2000 when really it's 4500, which is why you should check it against CoinGecko.
100%. So yeah, CoinMarketCap, that was the other website, was CoinGecko. We'll pull that up actually. Let's put it up.
And when you're investing in low market cap altcoins, do check the CoinMarketCap versus CoinGecko statistics. If they are insanely difficult, if they're insanely different, then I wouldn't advise to invest, because that means that the information is sketchy. But for all major coins, you can rely on both websites, and information should be almost exactly the same on both for the biggest coin.
So CoinGecko is basically the same thing as CoinMarketCap. It's just a different website and a different company doing it, which is good to just kind of, like Fadlan said, to just kind of cross-reference. So something I want to touch on, which I had a quick client emergency call about today, is for those of you getting into things like Shiba Coin and all these other doggy shit pooey coins that are just absolutely offensive and ridiculous. So I'm not showing this because I condone it. I'm not showing this because I'm suggesting for you to invest in it. Yes, people are making a lot of money from it, but there's probably more people losing money than making money in these kind of coins, which we're going to come on to later, why that is when we talk about liquidity. I'm going to get Ninja to expand on that later. But one of the first things you want to do is you want to check what network the coin is actually on, because people are sending out, telling people, yeah, get in on the Shiba, it's gone up by this amount, and then sending a link to PancakeSwap and to Binance, to the BSC scan. Now, it just doesn't work. Like, it's an Ethereum-based token. So always check the address that is on CoinMarketCap for the coin that you're looking at getting in, and then click it and see if it comes up on the Ether scan. If it doesn't, then the link that you've been sent is probably a scam and probably a link to somebody else's actual wallet, and you're just sending someone money. Then from there, the next website, so there's 2 major websites, another 2 there. I think we're probably going to go over 10 here, but oh well. The next major...
Oh, I got websites for y'all. I got websites for y'all. I got them.
So the next one that you want to go to, next major key website, is obviously Uniswap and PancakeSwap. These are the main websites for PancakeSwap. We just have to make it really clear. PancakeSwap is for Binance Smart Chain tokens. So if you go onto CoinMarketCap, let's keep this as simple as we can, and you want to get a coin and it says it's on Ethereum, do not try and buy it and send money to the one that is on PancakeSwap. That is a scam. Okay, so next site is Uniswap. Let's say, for example, I wanted to actually, for some unknown reason, get involved in this piece of crap coin here that is definitely clearly a pump and dump. I would click use Uniswap. I would then take the tag from CoinMarketCap, and just to make sure that it's real, I would press select a token. If my computer let me. Oh, long to connect my MetaMask. All right, there we go. And then simply cut and paste that code. So you can see we've got a bit of a problem there. Let's not come up. Copied, Uniswap. There we go. That confirms that this coin is actually real and is actually what I'm going to exchange and get. Super simple. Okay, cool. So that's that one. I'm almost done on this side, and then I'm going to hand over to Ninja. Then we've also got Decrypt, which is a great website for just general crypto news and stuff that's going on in the space. Then we've got Crypto Watch, which is another great tool to just kind of see the general movements of what's happening with different coins. Then we've got, and this is the main site that all the bulls, the whales are using. The whales are using this website. So this is why you probably want to use this website, because this is the website that the whales are using. Cool. Gate.io. This one. Okay. Can't remember why this one. Was this the one that gives them the credit scores? Or have you got that one, Ninja?
I don't have the one with credit scores. And at the top of my head, I don't know what you're talking about, unfortunately.
Okay, we did have a website that gives you the coin's credit scores. Wait. I'm not gonna show you this value. Okay, I actually cannot find the link to that website. Maybe it is on this website. Okay, Well, I'm going to look for that, and I'm going to let Ninja take over. So, Ninja, over to you, my friend. Which one am I making admin? Can't hear you.
Yo, can you?
Yeah. Which one should I make host?
Yo, can you make both Fadlans a host, or is that too many hosts?
Nah, I can make as many as you want host. I'll even make Woo a host as well.
Yeah, lit. It's lit in here. Okay, I got hella plugs for y'all. Literally, I feel like the best value I can provide is being the plug. Because let me tell you what I'm better at, yeah? This is why I'm the CEO of Blockchain Sensei, because me and Mr. Harding are like, oh no, he's got to come and hear this, man. Now, I can't say these bars without him, so I'm just going to get on with the value. Okay, you all ready, yeah? Host disabled participant screen sharing. Well, that's not helpful. I don't have the admin rights, guys. We got to wait for him. Okay, let me take any questions. Give me a quick question, somebody, anybody, please.
You know that graph you were showing before about the season trends?
Yeah.
About like having an escape plan.
Mm-hmm.
Does that, so like once you've took your shit out, took the profits out,
Mm-hmm.
does that shit like restart again next year, or how does that work? Is it like new coins and like what is it?
Okay, let me give you an example, right? So one of my best flips was a coin called AAVE. That's AAVE. It's to do with decentralized finance. Yeah, me and my boy Sky God found that. So yeah, that shit basically went from £40 to 320. So it 8x'd, okay? And what happened was when my RV, because I only got 2 coins, I got 2 coins for £80 and £40 each. When my coins are 4x, so when my £80 was worth 320, I just took out 50%, pretty safe, like pretty noob investing back then. Bear in mind, guys, I only got in crypto in July, November. I was a kitchen porter from July to November 2020. Yeah, let me just say that for a second. 25, I saw my first 10K this year. Do you know what I mean? So crypto really changed my life. I'm really no expert. I'm just more of a kind of blueprint, you know what I mean, like story, which is why I managed to like in the space and make it my full-time career. But anyway, yeah, so a basic strategy, right? A very new basic strategy, which I was following until January 2021, there's no shame, is invest in an altcoin. And when it 4x's, if it 4x's, you take out 50%. And then what happened with that 160, it then flipped to 320. So the coin actually 8x, but I cashed out at 4x. You understand?
Yeah.
I cashed out 50% at 4x. And then I got 160 left of the asset, and then that went up to 320. Then I cashed out in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And I got a little bit of RV. Yeah. Do I recommend investing in RV now? No. That's not financial advice. It doesn't mean that it can't go up, but I do feel like it's maxed out a lot of its potential. Not that I don't think RV is a great project, so I'm not selling for RV, but yeah, that's not saying invest in RV now. Okay, Mr. Harding, can you make me the host, please? That's the reason why I had to.
Did it not make you?
Fadlan is not the host.
I'll be Fadlan.
No. I need both Fadlans. I need my phone, my computer.
There you go.
So let me tell you guys what I'm the best at, right? This is why I'm the CEO of Blockchain Sensei and Mr. Harding's not. Because Mr. Harding is like Lancelot and I'm like King Arthur, right? Because King Arthur, right, has got a castle, right? And Lancelot's a bad man, and Mr. Harding is a bad man. He's just slaying out. He's my knight. He's my knight in shining armor, and he's the GOAT. But what I am is the plug, right? So let me plug y'all with the info. Literally, Mr. Harding, he can break me down on every single technical analysis, Elliot's wave, and that's fucking sick. And that's why I love my GOAT. He's not my business partner, he's my GOAT, guys. So Mr. Harding put me on Earn Your Leisure. So this is basically like Blockchain Sensei top competitor. Now they're not even our competitors; they're our friends. But do you know how they say you got when your idols become your rivals? When these guys are our rivals, that's when you know Blockchain Sensei is blown. So this video in particular, I found very, very useful. How to get started in stocks with Wall Street Trapper. Anyone who's not in the stock market, Mr. Harding, please drop your Freetrade link. Easiest way to get in the stock market. Literally, easiest way to get in the stock market is download Freetrade via Mr. Harding's link and you'll both get a free stock and watch this video. You'll be good on your first few stocks. I promise you that. Okay? No financial advice, plugs, Tesla, Apple, NASDAQ. There we go. Okay. Right, long term. Okay, now, shout out AJ. Is my homegirl AJ still in the place? AJ, you still here? Or is she gone? Oh, she's here. AJ, say hello. All right, she's not saying hello. But anyway, AJ said in this chat, plug me with Crypto Lifer. Now,
hey, I'm here.
Lit. Okay, love. So let me give you guys a plug when it comes to crypto YouTubers. A lot of people like to watch people like BitBoy Crypto. Now, I'm not anti BitBoy Crypto, but when you get that big, you end up diluting your content because of sponsorships. The best crypto content a lot of the time comes from low-key cryptocurrency YouTubers because they must provide the most value in order to grow. People like BitBoy Crypto, I'm not disrespecting him, a lot of his stuff is just advertisement. This guy is pure value. So he does a free live stream every single day, 9:30 a.m. EST, so that's 2:30 p.m. UK time. His videos are quite complicated. I'll be honest, they blow a little bit of my mind. I think Mr. Harding will be able to catch up because Mr. Harding is just, his TA is crazy. Mine's very, very basic. But yeah, I just think like this guy's like a really cool guy. I would highly recommend. Oh, let's admit Paul. Hello, Paul. Okay, so this is my next plug. As you can see, I've just wrote things down. So plug one. Oh shit, I missed plug one, but I plugged you all into how to get started in stocks and crypto. Let me just give you that in the group chat. This is literally what I'm going to do, guys. I'm just going to give you the source, the actual source that I consumed or I can co-sign. So easiest way to get in stocks is basically watch this video and get a Freetrade link with Mr. Harding's link. It's easy, right? Next guy I'd really like to plug. I've been consuming this guy for less than 5 days, and I think his content's amazing. I've consumed it for about 4 hours. TA on point, Crypto Lifer. I would say get into him once you're kind of like intermediate. Like I said, even some of his TA blows my mind, but just add him to your watch later if you're a complete beginner.
Also, this guy, Crypto Lifer, he finds coins that later on a lot of other YouTubers talk about, but he finds those coins like months before, which is crazy. People shoot up, people make loads of money. He's got a Patreon group, like people made so much back on his calls. It's kind of crazy.
No, this is basically like, this is the kind of guy that I would pay for. So you know how like me and Mr. Harding, obviously we make a living off the markets and we make a living off teaching. There's no, guys, straight up, I make 50% of my income through teaching, okay? I made 3.5 grand last month through teaching. Could I have made 3.5 grand through trading? No, I couldn't, right? I'm not a trader. But what I do teach is fundamentals. This is the kind of guy that I would pay. So yeah, I can happily co-sign Crypto Lifer. He doesn't know me. I'm not getting paid to say this. I've not actually booked a session with him myself, but I do intend to. And I want to record that. I'll put it on YouTube. So Crypto Chimp Twitter. This is our homie that we have to plug. Mr. Harding.
Yo.
Crypto Chimp Twitter. Is he the boss or what? Man like Bradley, my ex-boss.
Absolute G. Absolute G. He's been in the game for a hot minute as well. Like 2016. He ain't new to this.
You know, he's been through the bull run and the bear run. He's been through the trenches. If it does interest anybody to book a session with Crypto Chimp, he doesn't particularly do them, but if you feel like his tweets are good, hit me up and I'll hit him up, and I'm sure we can sort something out. Yeah, I'm not getting paid to say this. Crypto Chimp, that's my homie. He's just started a new page. Yeah, he's the guy. So that's the next plug. Next plug after that is the crypto.com card. So if anybody who's not on crypto.com, make sure that you sign up with Mr. Harding's link. He'll drop you a link. You'll get $25, but most importantly, this is the plug, right? So this card gives you 1% cash back, not in pound sterling, but in Crow coin. And you don't have to buy any Crow coin ever. You can literally top up this card with pound sterling and get Crow coin cash return. There is no reason for me to ever use my debit card, almost ever. Okay, you can't use direct debits, but you can spend. So I basically spend everything on my Crow card, and then 1% back in Crow coin, which unlike the pound sterling is an appreciating asset. So yeah, Mr. Harding, go drop your link, and then you guys can refer your friends. Do I make a lot of money referring? Yeah, I do. Okay, am I sorry? No, because you guys can literally do exactly the same. I made £1,000 in the stock market by referring people in my free trade. So
yo, let me just shout something on the crypto.com. So me and my girl, what we do is our food shop is on our crypto.com card. We literally transfer the money from our bank accounts, fiat GBP, over to the crypto.com card, go do our food shop, and then we get cash back in crypto that we then just convert into Bitcoin or ETH?
Yo. You know what? I'm a very practical person, so let me just share my screen.
So can you actually use them cards to like just shop normally as
Yeah,
well?
anything.
No.
Any
No,
shop
guys.
in the UK. If you're buying yourself some clothes, buying petrol, anything like that, anything, just use the crypto.com card.
I'll do this. I'll do this real quick. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Right, this is how easy it is. Top up, right, with my card. So I'll use my my Starling, right, and then I'll just top up like £5, right, or minimum £20. Okay, great. This is fine. Top up £20. Yeah, that's fine.
We definitely need to cut this bit up into a smaller chunk and show people.
Yeah. So is this like a crypto bank that you can actually use then pretty much like?
Basically, yeah.
I shouldn't be sharing this, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fill in my CVV number, but you see how easy that was, right? You see how I should not be filling in those details.
That's exclusive for the Patreon.
Yeah, that's exclusive to nobody. Not even Mr. Harding knows my CVV. So okay. So unfortunately, my computer crashed here, so I'm gonna have to just share screen here, which is fine. Okay.
I have no problem telling people my CCV. My CCV is 863. The reason I don't mind telling you that is because I have no fiat money.
You're a crazy guy. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to just continue on my phone because look at this, guys. Like my computer has literally just crashed. Right, so I'm gonna have to. I had notes here, and now I'm gonna have to freestyle. But I remember most of my notes, so let me carry on.
Plus, also the amount of cybersecurity that I'm running right now is crazy.
Okay, so you all can see my screen, right? Everyone can see my screen, right? Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. So let me plug you guys with the best fundamental like crypto lecture that I've ever watched. It's nearly 2 years old and it remains true today. It literally, this beautiful woman here, Crypto Finally, I mean, I don't fancy her, but I think she's beautiful, like spiritually, she's not really my type. But anyway, so yeah, Crypto Finally, this exact lecture here will literally help you guys when it comes.
And it's only got 14K views, which shows that the value people just don't watch. Just like the Warren Buffett Berkshire Hathaway annual shareholders meeting, which is the greatest investor of all time, Warren Buffett, giving you his annual review of the investments he's made, why and how he's done it, has only got like 100,000 views.
Exactly. Okay, so Twitter right now, we're gonna go to Crypto Finally. Crypto Finally on YouTube. Basically, go to Crypto Finally Twitter. You got an OnlyFans, that's crazy. Hey, let people do their thing. So
yo, she's probably just giving out game.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I actually every now and again, I'm not embarrassed to say this, I actually study like those who have OnlyFans on Twitter just to see what their marketing strategy is.
Yo, I'm telling you, OnlyFans is gonna change. It's not gonna be just girls. I'm telling you,
not even scared to
crypto is gonna take over OnlyFans. I guarantee you. I can see it already. What's gonna happen is OnlyFans is gonna launch a crypto space, and people are just gonna pay people for their live crypto analysis and their live crypto info.
It's crazy. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to find like one OnlyFans girl on Twitter who accepted crypto, not to actually send her crypto, but just to find that as a case scenario. I've not been successful in doing so. So
there definitely is someone.
I would definitely pitch my crypto services to an OnlyFans girl because she could pay me $200 an hour. Like she got that. You know what I mean? Why not?
That's a good shout. Still, I might start doing that.
Let's go. As long as wife is cool with it.
Yo,
but anyway, so Crypto Finally, she tweets something. It's one tweet where she says, "Show me your altcoins." Whenever she says that, basically, loads of people end up replying. So I'm just trying to find like an exact example. Crypto Finally, show me your altcoins. Show me your altcoins. Check this out, right? This is literally the best. Like, oh, here we are, right? literally, if you don't have Twitter, you get Twitter just for this tweet. I swear to God, this tweet has put me on, right? This one tweet here, crypto finally, show me your low cap altcoins, or something to do with show me your favorite altcoins. This is, and she literally tweets her portfolio. Like, is this not game? Is this not game? I didn't need to be a genius to tell you this was the game, right? This doesn't mean just invest in what she said, obviously. Now, I've got a few more plugs. The next plug I wanted to give you guys was just my favorite alts, some favorite alts. So one of my favorite alts is 1inch. I obviously don't keep my portfolio on Coinbase, which is why I'm showing you guys. I want to show you my portfolio. So 1inch, that's why you gotta have a lot of apps. Okay, 1inch. Right, so I say this time and time again. I'm a huge fan of native crypto exchanges. 1inch is a very good it is a very good, currently relatively unused in the big crypto space exchange, right? So just like Swissborg coin has 58x in 1 year, I believe 1inch is going to do very well. Right now, the market cap is only 651 million, okay? Ooh. I believe that 1inch can 10x by summer 2022. That's not financial advice, do your own research, right? But there's like, this is one of my long-term bags. So I'm happy to tell you guys that I got 50 of these coins. You know what I mean? I'm well invested in 1inch. Then I'm happy to share that. Another coin, again, if whoever's not on Swissborg, Mr. Harding, drop your link, and you both get free Swissborg coin. Just to make sure, you know, I wasn't capping, Swissborg coin has literally got, oh shit, oh my God, that's more than 58x. What is that? That's like 80x. That's like 70x. That's a lot of X's, guys. It's a lot of X's, okay? So I lied. It's not 58x. It's more than 58x. I'm sorry. So, next thing that I want you guys to really do is, first of all, who here is invested in Ethereum and hasn't read the Ethereum white paper?
Me. No. If he changed Ethereum then and hasn't read it already, I haven't read it.
Literally, right? Everyone loves to tweet about Ethereum, and I guarantee these people that are retweeting about Ethereum don't go to the website. Like, you're going to everywhere else about Ethereum than the actual website.
Bro, I didn't even know they had a website.
Isn't that insane? Right? Isn't that absolutely ludicrous? Now, let me give you guys this is so much game right now. Let me give you guys two cryptos that are likely to do very well based on mistake and hype. Those two coins are Ethereum Classic, right? So let me tell you what Ethereum Classic is. So Ethereum Classic is actually the original Ethereum. What happened was there was what's called a fork in the blockchain. So imagine the blockchain flows a certain way, and enough computers, enough nodes, enough miners, percentage to the subtotal amount of nodes or miners during the time, which during the time of the Ethereum Classic was a lot less, decide to go the other way or opposite way, they defy it, and then that's what creates a fork. So Ethereum Classic is the actual original Ethereum. And let me tell you the reason why it spiked, because of the name, that's it, right? Fundamentals poor, usage poor in comparison to Ethereum. However, with a market cap of only 8.2 billion and Ethereum's being 400 billion, 8 to 400, that's a 50x difference, okay? It's very likely that Ethereum Classic can do another 10x by summer 2022, but it will only do that based on the mistake that people think that it's worth something. So I would put Ethereum Classic as high risk, high potential. You feel me? I'm not backing it. I'm just saying that if you had a little bag in there, like 50, it's likely to go to 500 by summer 2022. Not financial advice, but considering the Ethereum market cap is likely to get to 3-4 trillion, a lot of people will just buy this because. and it's the same for Bitcoin Cash, okay? Now, I really despise the CEO of Bitcoin Cash, so I personally choose not to invest in it. But literally, with a market cap of 17 billion, why can't it do a 5, 6, 7x as Bitcoin does its 2-3x? And look, even the all-time high is 3,000. I'm really surprised people don't talk about this. Look, the all-time high, which is before the crypto crash, that's normal, is 4x the current price. It's basically a guaranteed 4x in my opinion, but only because of the name. Like the CEO is a prick. I'm sending the Bitcoin Cash CEO, that guy's a prick. If you literally Google Bitcoin Cash CEO, you'll be like, yeah, he's a prick. But if you want to make a quick flip, Bitcoin Cash, I think that's enough game, to be honest. I literally gave you guys 4 different coins, websites, and Twitters to follow. Wow.
Bam. And this has been Blockchain Sensei. Fire, 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 fire. So guys, I've actually been encouraged by Ninja to actually start dropping my payment links for anyone that thinks they've taken any value to actually, it's going to be in the comments and in the description below for those of you on YouTube. It's in the comments section for any of you on the Zoom. Anyone that's taken any value, any contributions are welcome. We actually helped fund a water well in Ghana over the last year just by taking donations. Also, my referral links to crypto.com are there, and Luno, and Bitcoin and Binance, and Freetrade.
Please, let me just say something, right? If you don't invest in crypto and you just use this card, you just spend money like you would normally spend money. You invest nothing, but spend like you would normally spend. You would be automatically investing in an appreciating asset. Crowcoin price prediction fit right now is 11 to 13p. I think it's going to get to 50p per coin by some.
To give context to this, I'm going to show you the maths and I'm going to show you the charting.
Give them the maths.
I'm going to give you the maths.
The maths. It likes that. This session's been lit. It's getting hot in here. Fucking what are you? I dropped so much game. That's crazy. How am I dropping 5 altcoins to you? Not financial advice. Okay.
We got to
I'm basically not responsible for your losses, but congratulate me if you make profits. People rarely lose on my calls. I think I've got like 98% success rate. That's not. I didn't back that by stats, but I'm saying it's about 98%. I've been wrong like 1 out of 50 times.
I'll co-sign that. I'll definitely.
Come, you know it's not cap. You know when Ninja tells you altcoin is high percentage rate, good.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you crypto.com. And again, bear in mind what Ninja said. You don't have to pay for this card. You just get the card and spend money how you would spend money anyway. Now, you are then going to get cash back. So
you need this. You need it.
So let's say, for example, you're getting 2% cash back and you spend like £1,000 on something. You're buying a new bed, you're buying a sofa, you're buying a car, whatever, right? You get 2% cash back, yeah? That 2%, when I topped up my Crow card, let's say, for example, so this is from the low to the high. We won't even go to the high. We'll go to the current price just to be realistic. Has now doubled. It's 181%. But at the high was 381% on just money that you're getting back for free. You're not even investing, but you would have made 381%. Hopefully that maths is sinking in. Like, that's not going to happen with your bank. Like, your bank are not going to give you cash back, and even if they do, they're not going to give you a 381% return on it in a month. Like, it's just not going to happen on all your purchases. So then when you want to play the game a little bit more serious, you start making your investments with your Crow card. Then you're basically getting paid to invest. So
damn. So like, does the Crow card, does that like, is that linked to like your Binance or like something like that? Like, how would you pull? So you know the money you get in, how would you pull that? Say it shot up and you was like, fuck it, I'm taking some profit out. How would you take that out? Like, just from the card?
You on the card on their website, you can just convert it to GBP.
Oh shit! Oh, so like it just goes up automatically in your bank and then you just take out.
Yep, that's it.
Fucking hell.
Yep, complete no-brainer. Like, if you can get the card for free, why not? Like if you want to start getting like more cash back, then it's a different ball game, and that's when you've got to stake some money. So staking is where you put some money into the concept, into their exchange, and hold it there for 3 to 6 months. And the staking options are, let's just choose your card. So me and my girlfriend, we did this, and we got I think we got the Ruby one, which is this one. So we got 2% cash back.
Right?
But you can see if you got a bit more budget, then this is the amounts of cash back that you can get back, which is crazy. If you've got this kind of money, does it make sense to get 8% cash back?
Absolutely. And in an appreciated asset that goes up.
It's crazy.
So is that the price you have to buy to buy the card, like the 400 or the 4,000?
No,
or is that how much you have to have like coming in?
No. That's how much you have to have staked. So you can get the card for free, or you can pay 400 to get 2% cash back, or 4,000 to get 3% cash back. And bear in mind, that's dollars, right? Now, the stake means that you're holding the money in that in Crow for 6 months. So we can see in 6 months what could happen to the price.
Guys, can I just say something, right? And this is why this game's so exciting. I'm by no means an expert, right? But like, even I only deeped how good this is 3 days ago, because what I was doing before was I was buying Crow coin with pound sterling, then selling the Crow coin onto this and spending it. So it wasn't like a smooth transaction. Only when Mr. Harding put me on that I can directly add pound sterling straight to the card without investing, because I would like wait for the Crow coin to go up and then sell it and spend it. And it's a bit of a long process. That's why I've deterred. There's no reason why I don't have a red card. Like I should have got a red card ages ago, but I didn't understand. That's why I'm so passionate telling you now. Like I'm late. Ninja T's late.
Yo,
so much things that
can I ask a question there?
Yeah. Sure.
So I just missed a part of your presentation there because my son told me. But as I jump back into it, you're talking about Crow, and I've got my Crow, and I've got my card on order there, but it's been stuck on submitted for time.
Yeah, it takes.
So I get what you're saying there. I wanted, like, why? So why I thought there was something that said you've got to get the Ruby one to bypass something, and I missed what they were saying. But all I know is I chose the latest, the blue one, and I haven't had it, so I'm still waiting. I don't know what to do to do what you're doing there, bro.
I literally, if you have the money spare, Lance, yeah, and you can, and you believe in Crow coin, so study and understand that, like, you know, like come to, like, if you study the coin and study the company and come to the conclusion, because this is not financial advice, but I believe in Crow coin so much, because the fact that you've not got your blue card should indicate, like, because I got my blue card time ago, bro. I've slept on this, right? My blue card time ago is the fact that it's oversubscribed. That's how much people want
They
it.
can't actually make the card fast enough because it's made out of metal.
Like literally, guys, the biggest gains are received by the earliest adopters. Again, the biggest gains are caught by early adopters, and I believe everyone in this room is still an early Crow coin adopter.
100%.
I literally think this is going to change the world. Like, I slept on how sick this is, because like I said, I thought I had to buy Crow coin first with pound sterling, wait till it goes in profit, then sell it for Bitcoin, then top up my card. And it was a bit long for 1% cash back. But now I understand, and it's been like this for a while, this isn't a new update, you can directly just add sterling to this and get cash back. But it makes sense. So yeah, go for the Ruby card if you got it. If you got it for 300 like that.
Is the link to that Crow coin in the my G?
So what we're gonna do, just kind of closing out, is we're just gonna do some Q&A, just to kind of close out. We normally do the Q&A for newbies. We've got a couple of newbies here at the moment.
Wait. Would it? Last plug. Would it be anti-blockchain sensei to plug in a potential extremely high risk, like super high risk, but extremely potential high reward, like 100x potential reward? So you shouldn't put anything. It's basically gambling. It's not investing. It's gambling. A new altcoin, or is that anti-blockchain sensei to plug it in the chat?
That is very blockchain sensei, because we're providing the education. It's up to other people for the execution.
Okay, cool. All right, fine. So basically, I got my homeboy Issa. He dropped me something called Rucoin. I'll be honest, I've done no research. I got this 3 hours ago. I've not had time to look at it. It's basically about kangaroos and giving 1% to the kangaroo charity and shit. It's a super new coin that tokenomically could 100x simply because of the fact that it's so new. I have no idea how good the tokenomics are. Right now, I see it's trending a little bit on some Telegram groups. I've never, ever, ever studied this coin. If you choose to invest in this coin, you are gambling your money with this coin. So do not invest anything that you aren't willing to lose, which is why I say 50, 30, under 3 figures. Under 3 figures, okay? If you don't understand what all this buy here, exchange, pancake swap is, that means you are technically behind on investing it. And you need to book a session. If you don't understand what these words mean, I'm not going to customer service WhatsApp you reply. You got to book a session, right? It means you don't understand ERC20, Binance Smart Chain, Pancake Swap, and you're not ready to invest in something high risk like this. But yeah, this is something that my boy Issa came through. He comes with the meme coins. I've done lots of 20Xs, 40Xs, safe moon hold, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a very risky one. I'm not advising that you invest in it. But yeah, let's take some Q&As. Let's go.
So, yo, I got a question.
By the way.
Not from me, but from my boy that I also brought to this Monday session, because I was just trying to get some numbers up for you, because fucking Ninja did me a solid and gave me a 101. But basically, he said, how do you check the whale's wallets on that staffing that you were checking?
The altcoin market cap.
I think so, yeah. I'd probably
you can't check their wallets, but you can check the movement of the market. And you just got to think logically. That's the best way of doing it. It's not necessarily just the whales doing it, but it does make sense because the everyday normal person combined is not adding 400 billion to cryptocurrency altcoins in a week.
So it's like common sense kind of thing. You got to just
it's kind of common sense. Like you just look at how much it's gone up by and ask yourself, it's gone up by 400 billion added to altcoins in a week. Could that have been like ordinary?
Just a shitload that people invest in.
No
kind of thing. No,
not possible. So that's how you do it. So just literally, you want to go on TradingView. And then the ticker symbol for it is total2, crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin, calculated by TradingView.
Sick.
Go. Coolios, thank you for your question. Let's go to who else is new. We've got Cameron Bourne. Cameron Bourne, thank you for attending. You've been unmuted. Would love to hear from you. Anything that you took value from in today's session, anything that you've got any questions on, anything like that.
That's my boy who I just asked the question for.
Oh, okay. Okay, don't worry, Cameron. We've just had your question. Don't worry. Okay, so we'll go to Olivia. Olivia B, you've been unmuted. Thank you very much for attending today. Is there anything that you took value from today or any questions you have, anything on?
The YouTubes were useful. I don't really know much to ask any questions, so yeah, I just need to.
Wait, is this Olivia who I was speaking to on WhatsApp? Or am I just confused?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Olivia? Hello. This is like, are you Esther's friend or Esther's Instagram friend?
Instagram friend.
Okay, amazing. Shout out to my homegirl Esther. I'm teaching her. Esther is like a super sick actor, and she bought a property at 24. So now she's investing in the crypto space. Way high net worth than myself. but the fact that like she put me on the Instagram story, this is what we have to do, guys. You have to keep sharing. Do you know what I mean?
Also, by the way, guys, please put your Instagrams in the chat so everyone can follow each other. Definitely all about that. We're definitely all about people selling whatever services or products or businesses they have.
Literally, guys, I say this every week. Like, if you got a clothing line or whatever, just promote yourself. Like, this is an open space. Obviously, don't promote in like the group chats where we talk about crypto and stocks. Like, don't sell your clothes there. But this is an open space to say whatever you want. Like, even down to like, I think one thing that I want to expand to Blockchain Sensei is I want to have like an open wealth chops where it's like beyond crypto and stocks and more kind of like a discussion. So that's coming soon. I'm thinking like Saturday Senseis or Sunday Senseis where it's just like a big jam of wealth chops. You know what I mean?
Next question will go to Lucas Moria. You've been unmuted. Anything that you've taken value from in today's session? Anything new that you learned, or anything that you've got any questions on? I keep muting you as you're unmuting yourself. Sorry.
It has been a lot of information tonight, and I can't.
You muted, bro.
Can you hear me now?
This is my German client right now. This is my homeboy from Germany.
Yeah, so again, it has been a lot of information, but I will definitely apply for the crypto card because it sounds amazing. And I can't wait for our meeting on Wednesday.
Yes. So yeah, basically, Lucas and his brother, I used to speak German in college, and that's how I met. And then the world came around. My guy follows me on Instagram, and now I'm teaching him crypto. It's crazy.
Man. Lance, is this your first session with us?
One second. Am I on? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man, first session. Obviously, I know Ninja, and I've watched a couple of things where you were trying to get this together a little while ago. And the reason I've even got crypto.com is because I've got Cardano, because I've picked up on a couple mumblings. I followed you from a little while back. You know what I mean? But every one of these sessions is on a Monday, and I work evenings, so I've never been able to catch one yet. And then I've been able to jump in tonight and just catch one. So I've had a few phone calls and just caught. Just a lot of knowledge, bro. Just a lot of, not even good knowledge drops wealth with the type of mentality and demeanor that I like to watch. You know what I'm saying? So when you were talking about YouTube videos, you see different styles and whatnot. And I just feel like, obviously, like this style that you might have got here when you were talking about the lifer, crypto lifer. And then there was another one, what was the street? Do you get me? Yeah, the thug looking one that you said was your competition, but not really, because it ain't like that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, they're the channels I want to watch. This is the type of stuff I want to watch.
Listen, Lance, yeah, literally, when I say like Blockchain Sensei is for hip hop, we're for hip hop. Like we're trying to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it.
Like literally, we're trying to be in the room with Skepta and AJ Tracy.
I'm mentality, bro.
Drop some footballers, bro. Drop some footballers. Like, who are your dream clients?
What?
Like, who are you trying to teach, bro, Mr. Harden?
Me, I'm trying to teach Rashford, Mbappe, Neymar, and let me see who else would I want to teach. Scott McTominay, just randomly, because I think he's a G. I would just love to teach him crypto. I just love it. Would just break the internet because he's just not the person anyone would expect to see in a crypto lesson.
Yeah.
literally, Mr. Harding, right? I've literally begged Lance for me to give him a one-on-one free crypto session based on the love that he's gave me. He's a rapper, by the way, from Money. Go check out Lance's music. Lance, drop a music link in. Everyone check his music. My guy Lance, he's been believing in my thing since 2016. True. Like, he's always supported me as a rapper, do you know what I mean? And now he's supporting my crypto. Yo, you see the clients that I charge, let me go be that game free, OG. Like, that's my OG, man. Always salute to Lance. So I'm so excited to see you in crypto space, and just know, like, those offers are there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to just put you on at least 2-3 lessons for free while I charge clients for nothing, just because.
Last thing I will say is this. What I like about the movement I've been watching as well, because like I say, even though I've not been talkative, I've been watching, and both of you there, you're dropping knowledge for free right now. Like, knowledge, I know you can buy the sessions and whatnot, but even what you're giving for free is kind of levels in it, so people should recognize.
I mean, if we can get more people in the chat, we'll be more motivated to do more. Like, we want to do more than a Monday session, guys. Tomorrow, Tuesday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Link in Blockchain Sensei Instagram bio. Our guy Keish is going to teach you all how to invest in virtual property for free.
And then Wednesday we've got the Wealth Chops on Clubhouse as well, and IG live as well with our boy Terrell.
So can you view it from Instagram, or do you have to have Clubhouse?
You'll be able to.
Wednesday Wealth Shop, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Blockchain Sensei Instagram, and what Clubhouse?
Yeah, Clubhouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy that there's only 16 people in the room. Like after the shit that like we just went through.
Hey, if you go back and watch the past episodes that are on YouTube, so the past episodes that are on my YouTube, this has been light. Like the value that we've dropped entirely over the last year on this thing is mad. Like I know for a fact in about 5 years time, once this builds up, people are going to go back and watch these things and look at the price predictions, look at the coins that we're talking about, the stocks we were talking about, and the game that we were giving out in terms of how to research it, and go, what the
Guys,
hell?
to give you an example, yeah. One of the best things I ever co-signed was Engine Coin. Now, I'm not saying invest in Engine Coin now. Yeah, it's a good long-term hold. You probably won't get mad flips from it. But I literally called Engine Coin when it was like January, and everyone who invested in January, and hopefully they did their own research, they 6, 7, 8x. Like, we have a track record, guys. Like, if you come to this call, literally, I don't care if nobody here ever pays for a lesson. Please come to the free call.
Yeah, and again, it's not just cryptos. Like last week we were talking about stocks that pay you out monthly dividends. Like, and we were comparing like property to stocks and stuff like that. Like the value we drop in this is mad. Like it's basically actually illegal. Like the level of game.
No. Anyway, let's stop gassing each other. Right? Questions.
Yeah. Questions. So, Seji, fire us a question.
Fucking hell, I don't even know. You know, like my head's fried. I just want to fucking. So like, I don't have a question.
What would you say that you've learned, or what do you take value from, or what like open your eyes to something?
That fucking card, first of all. I'm signing up for that right now as we speak. Like, just kind of like the knowledge for all was fucking sick. Like, just like I've been like really understanding how to view the tables and shit either. So watching you like, you know, go through the chart and shit, that was sick. And just fucking the vibes are sick. I'm gonna be every Monday, me. Fucking
invite everyone. Like, we need to smash this like 50. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is literally. I think this time next year we could have a YouTube show and it's got 5,000 people online. And then if you guys can say you were the first, like you can literally make a lot and learn a lot from this free session. But yeah, anyway, enough gassing. Questions.
I think that's everyone. That's all the old raw. It's all the notes. Jeez,
bro. Like I'm gonna have to decipher this shit later after this.
One final question I highly ask for is please take a picture or a screenshot of this right now and tag us on Blockchain Sensei Instagram. Tag me at I am Mr. Harding. Tag Ninja. We will reshare it, and it will obviously get you traffic to your individual pages because we reshare anything that tags us. You tag us, we reshare you. Not just on one. You're not gonna get one reshare. You're gonna get a reshare on my page, on Ninja's page, and the Blockchain Sensei page. So you're just getting mad
Instagrams and Twitter as well, and Snapchat. I got all of that. Like, we just want to get this popping. Literally, if we can get this popping, there's no reason why we don't go through the trenches one fortnight and then just do 2 streams, two free calls a day. Like if it gets that good, but we can't justify more calls because there's not enough people here. Like we really don't.
And the worst thing is, it's not even like the people don't want this information. That's crazy. Like people are dying for this information. So it's just, we just got to get it out.
I'm sad that a lot of my paid students don't come to this enough. It's like, you pay me, but like you can't come to the free one. Like it annoys me.
Yeah, and sometimes we accidentally drop better game in these than sometimes we give it.
Because when people pay, they don't get they get one-on-one. Yeah. Like think how crazy it is, right? Instead of paying for me and Mr. Harding, you get me and Mr. Harding for free here. Oh my God, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And it's up-to-date information, like bam, like what's happened in the last.
A lot of my paid students have never been to this class. I swear to God.
Crazy.
Like, they've never been here. It's
right,
wild.
we're gonna wrap up there. And then finally, Terrell, did you want to shout out the Wednesday call or any questions or anything on that? Mr. Ivy Lowe. Don't think his mic's working. No worries.
No, yeah. Obviously the Wednesday call 7 to 8 o'clock. yeah, I've got a few questions ready for them already. So let's go.
Perfect.
Right.
All right,
Finally, guys, tomorrow, Tuesday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Blockchain Sensei Instagram, investing in virtual property. Please, anyone who can attend, please, if you can't attend, share the link with someone else because it's just crazy. We're teaching you how to invest in future VR. It's one for free.
Guys, thank you very much. Namaste. Peace out.
Yo, safe lads. Big shit. Safe.
Wealth gang.
Ninja out and bad.
Out, we can bad. Come on, bars.
Mr. Arlen, out and bad. Catch you guys later, man.
See you later, broski.